Sugar, oh honey, honey. Show you a few things about love. Let me show you a few things. Let me show you a few things about love. Hey. Oh.
Hi guys, my name is Danielle Flahive. I'm from Niskayuna, New York. I'm 28 years old and I'm a Las Vegas showgirl. I moved to Las Vegas about 9 months ago to work in a show called Jubilee at Bally's. It's the longest running show on the Strip, and yes, it's partially topless, so some numbers I do are topless, and it's been one of the best experiences of my life so far.
Dani, tell us about your dating history.
My dating history. Well, my longest relationship and my true love was in high school. My high school sweetheart. I dated him for almost 3 years into college. And after that, I dated a couple people, but nothing extremely seriously. I think more because I always had different goals that I was working on, and I wanted to move to the West Coast and dance. So here I am.
Describe your ultimate fantasy date.
My ultimate fantasy date. Well, if it was in Las Vegas, it would be, I think the company's Maverick, and you take a helicopter and you fly over Las Vegas, and at night when it's all lit up and just two of you with a bottle of wine and talking and looking at the lights at night, and then a dinner somewhere where you can speak, not loud music, and just kind of get to know each other. I think that would be my Las Vegas fantasy date.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, I've got my castmates here right now, videoing me. Say hi, Pitt.
Hi!
We're in between shows. We do 2 shows a night, and we have an hour-and-a-half break in between. So I figured I'd start my video here, because this is where I am most of the time. Yay!
How about your family?
My family, well, my mom still lives in New York, and so does my dad. And my sister and brother live in Los Angeles, where I moved after college in New York. So I get to see them a little bit, but we do shows 6 nights a week, so we're really pretty busy here, and we do deserve more time off, but you know, we take what we can get. So I'm going to show you guys a couple of the costumes. We're in a quick change room right now. So I'm going to change into 2 other costumes so you can see a little bit some of the stuff we wear. Lots of jewels and colors, and I can't show you our big fancy costumes because they now lock them up because they run from 10 to 15 grand per costume. But I'll try on what I have and I'll be back in a second. Okay, I'm back, and this is our Samson and Delilah costume.
Ooh.
So it feels like I'm wearing a lot. And the headpiece, this is not too heavy, but it's a little bulky, kind of slides around on your head. And we're going to show you guys some of the set work for Samson and Delilah.
That's illegal.
It's illegal, so don't tell anyone you saw that. Shh. And this number runs like 12 minutes long, so we're on and off changing in these rooms.
Dani, how do you feel about being topless in the show?
In this track, I am topless, and this is the first topless show I've ever done. To be honest, the first time I didn't even notice because all I was thinking about was choreography, and you're wearing so much. Like normally we wouldn't wear this bra here, but you're wearing so much, like you feel so weighted down, you forget you're even topless. But sometimes you have those like aha moments when you're on stage and you see like your friend, or you look down, you're like, oh yeah, I'm topless. But it's a really classic show. It's been on the Strip for 32 years, so I'm very honored to be a part of it. Alright, I'm going to show you guys the next costume, which is the most hated costume in the entire cast. So be right back. And this is our Tiller suit, the most hated costume in the entire cast because you look like a Smurf. Or actually we call ourselves Smurfettes. They're awful though. Like, I feel like I should be jazzercising or something.
You're like a
But no,
scuba
it's
suit.
pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
But we love America.
Yeah,
Yes.
we love America.
What are all the nicknames we've given you, Dani?
I have a couple nicknames in the cast. One is Flava Flav, because my last name, Flahive. Another one is Danielle, then Falafel. They're making faces at me. Then I have what, Falafel?
Dani Flahive.
Oh, Dani Falafel. I don't know how that came about.
You eat vegetables.
Because I eat vegetables. See, I don't even know where this stuff comes from. It just exists.
Do your favorite dance moves.
My favorite dance moves? One of the girls that used to be in our cast, it's like our running joke. So some of the nudes come in and they do this, like this wind it up move. Before some of our numbers. We wind it up. Release it. Alright guys, well that's it. We have to go do another show, but I'm going to give you guys a little tour of my house and my awesome cat later on today. Okay? Bye.
Tell us about your family. Are you close?
Yes, my family and I are very close. My mom and my dad still live in my hometown. My mom basically raised us, and my sister, brother, and I, my mom always described us as thick as thieves, she'd say. They moved to Los Angeles right when I left, about 9 months ago. I've been living in Las Vegas for 9 months now. And so even though my hometown is upstate New York and I really miss my mom and my dad, my sister and brother are like my best friends. So I miss them and I miss LA terribly.
If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go? Tell us any funny or unusual travel stories you've experienced.
If I could travel anywhere in the world, there's a couple places I still want to go. I really want to go to Italy. I really want to go to Australia. And any place where there's sun and sand and culture, I'm pretty happy. A funny travel story, well recently I went to Tijuana. I went down to San Diego to visit friends. And little did I know that, of course, they let you into the country, but then getting out of the country, they have to check your passport, but they don't have to check it going in. So they checked my passport, and it had expired by a month, I think, a month and a half. So they tried to give me a hard time. They held me for hours. Then they tried to say if I paid them $300, I could go through, this and that. So I basically had to have friends drive from San Diego down to the border to bring several forms of ID for me that I didn't have on me at the moment. And then once I showed them, they let me go through. But it was like a 5-hour process, and it was a little ridiculous. But I guess that's Mexico for you. And I was in line singing, we want to go to America, everyone go to America. And my friends were hitting me saying, shut up, Danielle, shut up. So that's my funny recent travel story.
What would your hometown date be like? Where would you go and whom would we meet?
My hometown date. Well, I live in a smaller town in upstate New York. And I'm a Scorpio, so I like to describe myself as a very passionate, sort of hopeless romantic kind of person. So I think we'd go probably about 40 minutes north to Lake George, where you can rent boats. My dad has a boat on the lake up there, and take it out for the day. They have fireworks once a week on weekends, have dinner on the lake, and just kind of do the whole outdoorsy, romantic kind of thing.
Do you have any special talents?
So I studied ballet for solid 15 years, and actually if you were to come to my hometown, I would take you to my ballet teacher's home where I grew up, and I studied there every day after school, and she's my mentor, kind of a family member now, so to speak. So follow me and I will show you where I work out and put my pointe shoes on for you. Hey guys, this is the gym where I work out every day, and oh, I forgot to tell you about one of my other talents. ShowGirls running heels.
Whenever you're ready.
Hey guys, this is the racquetball court in my complex, and I come down here and do my insanity workouts either on my computer or throw on my pointe shoes and do a little ballet workout a couple times a week. Figured I'd show you guys a little
Are you flexible?
So I used to teach classes in Hollywood right before I moved here, and I was known for the dance teacher that would always make their students do the wall splits before we got into any choreography. So I'd have them come up to a wall, hands in front, leg up, and you have to walk your hands in all the way. So if you guys need some help with your flexibility, I really strongly suggest you come take a dance class. And this is my home life.
Right now.
I've been living in Las Vegas now for about 9 months and haven't even had a proper first date. So please, please, please put me on The Bachelor and give me a chance at love.
Bye!